So after years of watching statutory deductions from your paycheck, you assume your benefits are secure until you're told they were never paid over. In this week's edition of Query This, Chantae McNeil uncovers the legal fallout when employers fail to fulfill their duty and the recourse employees have.
Query this. After years of hard work with the same company, you're finally ready to take the next step to apply for an NHT loan to secure your dream home. But then you receive the shocking news that you're not eligible because you haven't been paying your taxes. Yet, every payslip says otherwise. Clear deductions, month after month. But your employer hasn't been paying those funds over. What would you do?
It's not paid over. Basically, I'm going to have that reported to the tax administration of Jamaica. Get my lawyer, basically, because I cannot be taking my money. I'm not.
What am I supposed to do? I can't go down there recourse because that's not going to get the... I will be hurt, definitely. But I would definitely follow the advice given by NHT or any of the bodies that they would not have been paid over in.
If you're collecting money from me and you're not putting it where it's supposed to go, where you're putting it at the end of the day, you basically would have to compensate me for all of the money that you put in your account and never make me get the benefit from it.
And I'd be shocked. I would be very shocked. I'd be upset. I'd be angry. I think I would have to visit the Ministry of Labor. Yeah, because I'm probably a lawyer office.
Under the Income Tax, National Insurance, National Housing Trust, and Education Tax Acts, employers have a legal duty to deduct and remit statutory contributions on behalf of employees to the Tax Administration Jamaica. When that duty is breached, labor law attorney Carla Ann Roper says compliance officers from the relevant agencies can investigate, but the penalties for employers can go far beyond just audits.
In the case of NIS, it's $10,000 or triple the amount which is owing, whichever is greater. In the case of the NHT, it's $30,000 or triple the amount which is outstanding. In default of payment, you can get up to a maximum of 12 months imprisonment. There's an interesting provisions under the National Insurance Act that if an employee has lost a benefit by virtue of the actions of an employer, they are empowered to make a claim as a civil debt in the courts, so they can sue for the value of the benefit.
But while enforcement is possible, she warns that the process can be long and emotionally taxing. Hiring a lawyer, getting to court, waiting for a judgment, it all takes time. And since this is for social benefits, the money is redirected to the consolidated funds. And so, even if the employer ends up in prison, it's a hollow win for the employee. And that's why Roper says employees must stay vigilant.
Don't wait until it's time for you to get your pension. You start wonder if your money pay over. You understand? Look after your own well-being. Watch what is happening, and certainly for NHT, they are making it easier. You go on your register ever so often, you go and check what's the status of my contributions.
But what if you're aware of the issue and afraid to speak up? What if you did raise the alarm and got victimized? What then?
Make an anonymous call to the compliance departments, and as I said, they have the power under law to launch an investigation. They don't have to say Tom Stroke or Mary Jane say you never pay over their money. The employee need not be afraid.
At the end of the day, this issue isn't just about money. It's about trust, dignity, and your future. When your employer fails you, it doesn't just hurt, it costs you. If you find yourself in this situation, take action. The law is there to protect you, but you must be ready to use it. That's it for this week's episode of Query This. If you're facing a legal dilemma or need guidance, reach out at cmcneil@cvmtv.com. I'll help you find the tools and people to tackle your legal battles.